Well, good morning, everyone. I know it's been a while since my last tick-ridden hunt. I'm kind of back out in tick country, but I'm going to the hill above my original relic patch. And I have something new to play with. What is it? It's the little coil for the Simplex. This is the SP24. It's 9.5 by 5. So, should be able to get into some little areas. Whoa, almost dropped my phone. I've already taken my 10-inch coil off, which is back here. So here's my steering wheel. Weight-wise, I don't know. I'd have to check it out. So, let me get I got a luggage scale that I have in my backpack because I hardly ever clean it out when I travel. So, let me see how much the weight difference is. 1 second. Okay, I found my luggage scale. Let's see, we'll go with kilograms. So here is the little coil. 0.4 kilograms. You can do math. Sorry. The bigger coil is also 0.4 kilograms. So what that tells me is, since this only goes to 0.4, there's the same amount of coil in this as there is in that big guy. So we should still be able to punch for some depth. Yeah, looking at it straight out of the box, this thing's rugged. Ears are nice and firm. There might be some questions about all the stuff you get. They always give you a few extra washers and whatnot. There's a little square dude here. This little square dude, I'll pull these little rubber guys off, stick to my cup holder, goes in that little aperture there. So it kind of works as a bearing surface, so this doesn't really get loose. So let me get this on my machine, get it all set up, get out of this car because it's starting to get hot. It's well, it's already pushing 80 degrees today. I don't expect to be out too long. I just want to play with this in an area where I know it would be fun. So let me get this set up. We'll go out there. Maybe we'll find something like a nail. I hope it's a square nail. I love square nails. All right, everything's set up. Got my first find. Nothing special, but hey, it's a target. I'm outside. It's pushing 82 degrees. And yeah, I'm wearing my work shoes. So I do have, well, not steel toed, they're aluminum toed, but yeah, it's just a nail. So that's cool. I'll take the nail and I'll throw it away. Okay, where I'm at, I can expect once again to find a lot of bullets. I have no idea what this one is, but it was ringing in about a 35. So it's definitely lead, maybe a 22, maybe a little bit bigger, who knows. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna spend too much time out here. I have found some cool stuff out here before, but that was several years ago. But I'll show you what I'm dealing with here. All right, I'm on top of this little hill. And the grass is fairly sparse, it's not too bad. There's a little coil, here's the Simplex. I'm using the, oh man, my brain is not thinking today. This guy here, pulse dive. And yeah, so. The ground out here is pretty much red iron dirt, so that's pretty much every wildland area I'm at here. So it's got some mineralization. I can run this coil at max sensitivity without any feedback. It doesn't chirp or anything. It's doing really good. So I like this little guy. Plus I can get through the grass. The wide coil, it kind of wants to bounce around. This guy will just punch right into it. So let's carry on. 22, 23. Foil. out here. All right, this one was a 55-56, 30-06, World War II, and Denver Armory. What do you guys think? I think that's worthy to set up the tripod. Give me a second. All right, it actually took me a minute, but it's only a second to you. But let me put my machine out here. We're looking at target right there. So, not too deep. Might be a shell, but we'll see. You can also see how dry and... Okay, it's out. It's up here. Yeah, you can still see it. Oh, whap, whap, whap. It looks like a either a 9mm or, oh sorry, they're a 9mm or a 40 cal round. Oh well. Still, it's a find. Okay, so this one was a 73, 74-ish. It's right there, as by the beeper will tell us. Let's take that out of the way. And oh, I see it. It's another bullet. Whap, whap, whap. Well, if I find something other than another bullet, I'll get back to you. Sorry for the bullet. I know it's kind of boring. If only this place had 1,700 cellar holes. But it doesn't. Back then, this was still Spanish territory. And they didn't really do much in this area other than explore a little bit. But not here. All their exploration is, oh, about 50 miles to the west of me. And it extends about 200 miles north. They kind of stayed out of this area. But if they were smart, they would have found gold out here. Just had a wonderful solid 96. And I was so happy. And then I was disappointed. A blob of melted aluminum. Big blob of melted aluminum. That's my sad face. Oh well. I'll keep going. I'll throw it in the trash bag. I'm not scared of bugs, but when they kind of crawl up on you and you don't notice it, it gets my heart racing. So far my first impression of the smaller coil, it works really good. It's getting plenty of targets. Unfortunately, I'm not finding anything cool in period yet. Probably the tin can stuff, but that also could be from when the Army was here in World War II, because they could have just camped here and dumped their sea rations out here. But yeah, I'm looking at my little buddy down there. So far I've survived an hour and a half. I've dug quite a few targets. I didn't put a lot of it on camera because, well, only so much garbage everybody can take. It's not the machine's fault. Machine's doing great. These places out here have been hit religiously over the years. And I just like coming out here because it's... You hear that? Exactly. bounce it between 41 and 50 or 55. Oh, that's why. Somebody's up here playing Rambo. Another one. And another one. One of these days I'll melt down all this brass and do something with it. That's my toe. And another one. Nice clean 95, 94, 95. Go. I know what that is. Do you know what that is? That's a fuse base for an artillery round. That's at least something interesting.
Just some barbed wire.
Alright, let's go head to the car. Alright, so I made it back home. Pretty much, this is one of those hunts, which I'm sure that you've all had at least once or twice in your life, maybe. What would be your worst finds one day are your best finds the next day. I mainly went out there just to test out that new coil. I like it. It worked great. I could actually get through the grass a little bit better. Oh, I have a dog. Dog wants to say hi. Hello. Yeah, I could get through the grass a little bit better than the 10-inch. It's no lighter than the 10-inch, so it still makes it a little nose heavy, but I like my machines nose heavy. Instead of using an arm cuff, I got big forearms, so it makes it kind of hard. But let's go over the finds real quick, okay? Let me do something with this furry dog. I really need to clean up a work table one of these days. Anyways, I've decided to call this Mutant Rabbit. I only cleaned it because, I don't know, it's interesting. And if I was someone who did things with melted aluminum, I could use that as, material. But nope, we'll call it Mutant Rabbit. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 223 rounds. And I think I said those were Lake City. They're not a civilian round. They have a military head stamp. But I don't recall them ever playing out there. But it could be old military rounds reloaded and reused, because of course she's got to talk to nobody outside. We did get one World War II, and it's a Denver 1943. Now this one, I have no idea what it is, and I don't think I have my magnifying glass here. It's a Winchester. I can't read that. Well, we'll take a close-up of it at the end. And this is a Federal 45 auto. This looks like a 38. And we got some bullets. And a fuse base. This is the first fuse base that I ever found like this. When an artillery shell blows up, all kinds of stuff goes everywhere. And this thing, it's heavy. And it's brass, as you can see where I hit it right there just to make sure it was dead and put it out of its misery. But yeah, it's the first one I've ever dug that looks like this. But definitely a lot of force because it blew out of the projectile. So there we go. So one of the reasons why I wanted to go back to that hill too was that is a spot that I suspect used to have an old hotel from the 1800s. It fits the spot on the map where it calls it out. There's a little, I guess you could say, difference of opinions on that, but it is what it is. I did find in the past stuff that would be from like a hotel or an inn, like cutlery and things like that up there. So, but I think the weather, ground conditions, just played a lot to factor in the hunt today. I mean, it went from about 82 when I parked, and it was 98 when I got out of there. I actually ended up lasting for 3 hours. The hike felt great. Hunting around was really fun. But I think that coil, if you want a different coil for your Simplex, that one's good. But if you don't like an elliptical, which I don't know why you wouldn't, because those things are awesome, there's also a nice 8-inch round that they've came out with that is really good too. She just always has to interrupt me. Lost my train of thought. Hey. So, yeah, try them out. If you want a smaller coil for the Simplex, it's a really nice little machine. It's all the updates that they've done with it is really good. Now, important note, you have to be running update 277 at least. 268 and all that will not operate those coils. That's why it's important to update them. If you have a Windows computer, it's really easy. You just go to the website on your computer. You can't really see it on a mobile phone. But if you go to the Nokta Makro website, go to Simplex, and you'll kind of scroll down the page a little bit, you'll see a thing where it says downloads. Look in there and you'll see where the update's at. If you run a Mac, you're gonna have to use a Windows emulator. Like, well, I prefer Parallels. I'm not paid by them, I'm not sponsored by them, but it's just a really simple, no-nonsense thing to use. And if you've never downloaded it before, they have a free trial. I liked it so much I actually paid for it. It's a little spendy, but really in the long run, if you're running a Mac in a Windows world, it's good to have. But yeah. Oh yeah, check out if you have kids and you want to get them into detecting, like little ones, like up to the age of 12-ish, they have the new mini horde and the MIDI horde, M-I-D-I horde. They're actually grown-up type detectors for little guys and girls. A few of the other nomads, they have some for their kids. My kid's 18 and he's not interested in metal detecting. The cretin, who raised him? But they're good quality machines. It's not like one of the ones you'd get at like Toys R Us that, you know, it takes like 2 AA batteries and you can detect surface finds with it maybe. This thing actually has some pretty decent depth for a kid's machine. Now, mind you, kids would probably get bored if they're trying to search for a coin at 12 inches. So it's set up for a kid. So I think max depth, you could probably get about 5 inches out of it, which is still pretty good. They're fully waterproof, up to 1 meter or 3 feet. Basically, if they drop it in the water, you pull it out, it's not gonna get bad. Of course, you can't dive with it, but what 8-year-old kid's gonna be scuba diving at, you know, a fathom or 2? So, I know this outro is kind of long, but I just thought I'd let you guys know about a few things that are going on in the world of Nokta Makro. So anyways, y'all take care. Good luck out there. Happy hunting. Stay safe. And bye for now.